Give it to me like.
Manchak Swamp Bridge, 120,000 feet. Located in the great state of Louisiana, this bridge was completed in 1979 and is claimed by some to be the longest toll-free bridge in the world. It's part of Interstate Highway 55, so it's road-based, and the coolest, or scariest, part is that most of it goes over water. The piles of the bridge go as deep as 275 feet in some parts. It is one of the longest bridges in the world over water and is the longest bridge on the interstate highway system. Some claim it is the longest toll-free road bridge in the world. The bridge carries Interstate 55 and U.S. Route 51 over the Manchak Swamp in Louisiana, and represents 1/3 of the highway's approximately 66 miles in Louisiana. Opening in 1979, its piles were driven 250 feet, 76 meters, beneath the swamp, and with the cost of the span being $7 million per mile, equivalent to $20 million per mile in 2019 dollars, to complete. Wuhan Metro Bridge, 124,000 feet. The Wuhan Metro Bridge links the massive Chinese city of Wuhan, 10.6 million, together. Wuhan, located in the populous Hubei province, was only the 5th city in China to have a metro rail line built. The bridge was built in 2009, the initial line, Line 1, was completed in 2004, and, because of Wuhan's location along the Yangtze and Han rivers, spans over massive amounts of water. Wuhan is a major transportation hub in China and was the wartime capital of the country during the Japanese invasion. Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, 126,000 feet. The causeway was completed in 1969 and held the world record for the longest bridge over water until 2011, when the Jiaojiao Bridge, in China, was built. The causeway connects Metairie, an immediate suburb of New Orleans, to Mandeville, in what is commonly referred to as the North Shore. It is the last American bridge on this list. The Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, sometimes only the Causeway, is a fixed link composed of two parallel bridges crossing Lake Pontchartrain in southern Louisiana, United States. The longer of the two bridges is 23.83 miles long. The southern terminus of the causeway is in Metairie, Louisiana, a suburb of New Orleans. Beijing Grand Bridge, 158,000 feet. The capital city of China's Grand Bridge is part of the massive, sprawling Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway project, was completed in 2010. Despite only serving the city of Beijing and its suburbs, the Beijing Grand Bridge still manages to make the top 10 list here. The bridge is so long that motorists lose sight of land for an 8-mile stretch, and drivers have been known to freeze out of some kind of false seaborne fear, at which point the police have escorted them off the bridge. Babies have been born on the causeway when their mothers failed to make it to the hospital on the other side. And an airplane once ran out of gas over the lake, eventually landing safely on the bridge. Bang Na Expressway, 177,000 feet. The longest roadway in the world today, the Thai Bridge was the world's longest from the time of its completion, in 2000, until 2004, when it was replaced by the Changhua Gaochong Viaduct in Taiwan. Bang Na, officially the Burapha-Wuthi Expressway, connects Bangkok as a toll road and was built by a consortium of Thai, German, American, and Swedish interests and is the last roadway on this list. The bridge was built over the busy 34 motorway, which is considered one of the city's traffic-congested and difficult streets. The leading engineers and architects from Thailand and the USA, whose number was also Jin M. Mullers, have participated in the development of the bridge project. The bridge construction has demanded more than 1.8 million cubic meters of concrete, which ensures the high reliability and resilience of the bridge. Wainan Grand Bridge, 261,000 feet. This massive bridge manages to cross the Wei River twice, and is part of the Zhengzhou-Xi'an high-speed railway megaplex. The bridge was completed in 2008, and it held the title of longest bridge in the world before being surpassed by a couple of other bridges, both part of the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway project, in 2010. Upon its completion, it was the longest bridge in the world, but surpassed by two new bridges on Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway that completed in 2010. The bridge was completed in 2008, but the railway line itself did not open until February 6, 2010. It is now the third longest bridge in the world. During construction of the Weinanhui Grand Bridge, there were at least 10,000 workers, 2,300,000 cubic meters of concrete and 45,000 tons of steel. Tianjin Grand Bridge, 373,000 feet. One of the aforementioned bridges completed in 2010 was the Tianjin Grand Bridge, which officially opened in 2011. Tianjin, the fourth largest city in China, is located along the coast and in between Beijing and Shanghai. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for the name in the future, for it is a world-class city with a marvelous future ahead. The railway line requires less land area in this design. A railway embankment requires 28.4 hectares per routed kilometer, the bridge but only 10.9 hectares, less than half the area. The bridge consists of 32 meters long box girders weighing 860 tons each. These girders were created in two workplaces along the bridge, brought to the installation site on the bridge section already installed, and then placed on the piers by a special crane. Kang Grand Bridge, 380,000 feet. Another bridge that is part of the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway project. It too was completed in 2010. The bridge has almost 3,100 piers and was built to be earthquake-proof. Kang competes with Tianjin for the third spot on most lists, thanks to small maintenance and construction projects that both bridges continue to receive. Kang Grand Bridge is the world's fourth longest bridge. Finished in 2010, the bridge is a part of the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway and is the third longest bridge on the railway. The bridge has been designed with a view to withstanding earthquakes. The total length of the Kang Super Large Bridge is 105.81 kilometers and it has a total of 3,092 piers. Changhua Gaochong Viaduct, 516,000 feet. Built in 2004, Taiwan's Changhua Kaushiyang Viaduct was the world's longest bridge until 2010 and is one of the rebellious polity's finest achievements of any kind. A high-speed rail line, this bridge is part of the Taiwan high-speed rail network that runs up and down the west coast of the island. The entire line, including the bridge, was built by Taiwanese engineers with Japanese technology. Completed in 2007, the Chonghwa Kaushiyang Viaduct is the world's second longest bridge and serves as part of the Taiwan high-speed rail network. Reaching 157.3 kilometers, 97.8 miles, in length, the bridge runs from Zuying in Kaushiyang to Baguoshan in Chonghua County. The bridge and train line were built to minimize earthquake damage, as the area is prone to seismic activity. Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge, 540,000 feet. Built in 2010, this bridge is part of the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway project that has been such a prominent part of this list. The Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge operates between Shanghai, the financial capital of China, and Nanjing, a neighboring city with a metro area lording over 30 million souls. The two cities reside in the Yangtze River Delta, one of the cradles of civilization. Archaeologists are quick to point out that China had two cradles of civilization, one on the Yellow River and one on the Yangtze River. The delta itself is home to about 140 million people, and is China's economic engine of growth, productivity, and creativity. The engineering feat of the Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge provides seeable proof of the delta's contributions to humanity. The Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge, located between Shanghai and Nanjing in Jiangsu Province, is a viaduct 164.8 kilometers, 102.4 miles, long on the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway. Opened in June 2011 at a cost of about $8.5 billion, it is the world's longest bridge. Its average height is 100 meters, 328 feet, above the ground, and it runs roughly parallel to the Yangtze River, traversing rice paddies and other wetlands.